We now present For the Record.
Just ahead, TruStage workers reinvigorate their contract negotiations weeks after pausing their strike.
Unfortunately, after returning to work from our unfair labor practice strike the first time, they went back to the same habits of stalling at the bargaining table.
Plus, a riveting look deep under the waters of Madison's lakes. Welcome to For the Record. I'm Naomi Coles. This weekend, TruStage workers, formerly CUNA Mutual, rallying again for a fair contract after they put their strike on pause just a few weeks ago. And since then, the National Labor Relations Board has found merit in some accusations that TruStage may have illegally withheld information from the union. I am joined now by Chief Steward Joe Evica this Friday morning. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you for having me, Naomi. I appreciate it.
So, as I mentioned, we are talking on Friday morning, and by the time this interview airs on Sunday, the demonstration, the march at the Capitol that you're planning will have happened. So, what do you hope to accomplish with this march?
We hope to raise awareness about the actions that TruStage has taken, both at the bargaining table and away from the bargaining table, as it relates to unfair labor practices. And we also hope to send a message to TruStage and let their bargaining committee know that our members are not going to stop until we actually reach a fair contract agreement.
And you have a number of fairly high-profile speakers lined up. Do you want to tell me a little bit about what to expect at the march?
Sure, yeah. We expect, for one, Congressman Mark Pocan is planning to be there. We've had multiple meetings with Mark Pocan over the last year or so to discuss what's going on at the bargaining table. Democratic leader Melissa Agard for the state Senate is going to be there. Other union leaders like Mike Jones, president of MTI, as well as community organizations like Voces de la Frontera, Workers Justice Wisconsin, and entertainment too. So we've got the Forward Marching Band and the Raging Grannies who are joining us for the rally.
So talk to me about the status of the complaint with the Labor Relations Board. What was what was the accusations that the union filed, and kind of what's the status there going forward?
Yeah, so we actually have 9 total charges filed as unfair labor practices with the NLRB. The NLRB has only ruled on 1 charge so far, and they found merit in that charge. That charge had to do with failing to provide information regarding the approval or denial of bonuses for employees over the past year and a half. And then we have 8 other pending charges that the NLRB is still reviewing, including things for like retaliation, bargaining in bad faith, other information that they haven't provided, violating our contract, a number of other things.
Is there a timeline on when you expect some kind of ruling on those?
The NLRB is unfortunately very underfunded right now. And so the timeline for ULP charges, generally speaking, takes anywhere from about 4 to 8 months in order for them to review them. We do expect that a few of them are probably going to come back within the next month or two.
Do you think the union will vote to strike again moving forward?
It's absolutely possible. Unfortunately, after returning to work from our unfair labor practice strike the first time, they went back to the same habits of stalling at the bargaining table, and they've refused to move on really important things. They're still threatening to cut our pension plan for new hires. They're offering wages that are still far below inflation, and that's despite having made record profits the last several years through the pandemic. So all options remain on the table for us.
You mentioned the status of negotiations since the strike was put on pause, but when we've reached out to TruStage representatives for comment, especially on the allegations that they are canceling negotiation meetings of this sort, they strongly disagree. They push back quite heavily. They say that this is not true. They had stuff on the books. What do you say to that?
Yeah, actually, immediately upon returning to work, TruStage canceled the first 2 bargaining sessions that we had. So if they come back, I would ask them about that, because that's absolutely what they've done. In addition, just this past week, we offered them 6 different dates that the mediator was available in order to hold mediation sessions. Our union was available for all 6 of those. The company responded back by offering 3.
Have there been any mediation sessions at all since the strike was called off?
We have had a few. Some of them, there's been a little bit of progress that was made in the form of tentative agreements. Others, TruStage would put forward proposals where they're changing the number 200 to the word 200 in contract language. So just kind of further showcasing that they're really engaging in surface bargaining instead of making meaningful changes.
Joe, thank you so much. I really appreciate you coming on the show.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, when we come back, we are diving deep underneath the waters of Madison's lakes.